letting YouTube catch up. And I think there's like the leak. Yeah, I got that too on Twitter. So we'll talk about that. All right, so we should be live right now. All right. Are we live? Here we go. All right. All right, here we go. Let's see. All right, so I could tell by the chat. Oh, so Craig's going to be here in about 30 minutes.
Okay.
But I think I'm going to stick with the 5:30 schedule. I think I could do it. I think I can make it happen. Yo, are we live, chat? What's up? Let me know. Are we crispy? Oh, I think we crispy. Okay, we crispy. Welcome, my friends, my family, my fellow gamers. Is your only friend these YouTube streets, Porter77, and I'm here with the crew with another 60 frames, no lag. I honestly cannot tell you what episode we're on. Like, I should have kept track of it, but I think after a while I just stopped. I'm going to try to go back. I have no idea. We're like on episode 1 jillionth. I have no idea. Just as long as you show up and you hang out, that's all cool. I got my boy here, Project Cloud, with me. What the hell is this? This is some weird shit. It says right here, now would be a good time to insert ads. Creators earn more money inserting ads. The what? Hell no. Is that hey, Project Cloud, this is a new thing. So right now on the studio for YouTube, they added the insert ad icon. So you telling me right now, if we're live on the air, content creators will just click on it and force you guys live on the air to watch a commercial? That's fucked up.
I think I've actually seen that in some other content creator stuff. So, yeah. I guess it's coming down to the masses now.
That's crazy. Yo, have you guys experienced that? It's a feature Twitch has. Well, I don't watch Twitch. I don't know. I never really got into Twitch, even though I know it's a huge platform. But it's like, is that... Yo, like you guys experienced that? Have you guys experienced like that? Have you watched a live broadcast and then all of a sudden a commercial pops up? How about you, Project?
You know what? Not necessarily Twitch. I've seen it from other YouTube creators where they kind of have... it depends. Sometimes they have live streams. Sometimes they have kind of uploaded videos that will sort of have something like that. But what it reminds me of is TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I can understand like the recorded content that you upload. Yeah, that's like, get it. But like live, like right now, if I said, let me hit these motherfuckers with this commercial, bam, wouldn't that piss y'all guys off?
Yeah, I mean,
that wouldn't piss people off.
If you literally had to, use the restroom. It's one way to keep your audience occupied. But,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Nah, Pete, collect that bread. And people laughing. As a live stream would be annoying, yeah. I'd be like, you know what, people? You guys need a bathroom break. Hit them with a commercial. Like, yo. And what's funny is they put this big-ass box in front of me telling me, hey, now will be a good time. I mean, now will be a good time. I just started. Like, it's only been 30 seconds.
Wow.
Hell, I'm trying to make sure that the stream is, is good. The audience are receiving it. For Twitch, if you're a paid subscriber, you don't get the ad. Oh, that's some bullshit. I see. So that's what it is. They weapon. See, that's one thing I would say kind of sucks about content in social media. They weaponize ads. They know people hate it, right? So because they know people hate it, especially like a lot of ads suck, right? It's not like it's actually useful. Like no one really goes to YouTube to watch ads because most of the ads are garbage anyway, right? So they weaponize ads to make people do that. So you can subscribe so that way you don't see the ads. So that way they could earn revenue. Yo, my man Karanka's like, yo, screw that. Make that money. You don't want those Game Pass ads during the P-Rock live stream?
I guess it's, the way they're getting that extra cable revenue in, you know what I mean? Now everyone just pays for streaming and they lose out on that, because everyone used to pay for cable, and you're literally paying for tons of ads. You know what I mean?
Great point.
$150.
Everything goes full circle. I remember the whole point of cable when we first got cable when I was a kid. I remember it wasn't even cable; it was just HBO. Like you would get a box, and all you get was HBO, right? And then eventually it evolved into a whole bunch of services. Showtime, TNT, all that stuff, right? And I remember the whole point of buying cable was so you could have all these channels without commercial interruptions. Like you were able to watch a movie without a commercial interruption. So you're paying and you're getting access to all these movies and great content, commercial free. And you're like, yeah. And now we're back to like free TV, but you're paying for it. Because you're still seeing commercials on the service you're still paying for. So it's like we're back to full circle.
Yeah, I mean, everything comes right back around, in time as business models evolve. Sometimes for the good, sometimes for the not so good.
But is it really evolve, or is it just realize, you know what, we could just still make more money by doing the thing we got rid of, but by going back, we make more money?
Yeah, I would say evolve in the sense of you're
greed,
introducing something new. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not a totally new concept, but it's new for the specific thing that it is. Not a new concept, but it's a new iteration of the concept.
Yo, this is crazy. It's funny. It's just funny. So right there, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. The next time the chat flames me, you know what? I'm a weaponize the ad as a self-defense mechanism. If I see the chat acting rowdy and you guys start flaming me, I'm hitting y'all with an ad. So y'all better show some respect. All right? Don't make me whip out. Don't make me whip out the ads. All right? Y'all come out here disrespectful, I'm hitting y'all with the ads.
Put those Game Pass ads on, man.
All right, I'm going to hit it. And I'm going to pick Game Pass. If I could specifically pick Game Pass ads, play games like Boyfriend Dungeon, I'm hitting y'all with them ads. Show some respect on my channel, or I'm going to hit y'all with the ads. That's like the virtual leather belt. All right? When your parents come in, when your parents come in with the sandals, bro, right here. All right? The chancleta. I'm going to hit y'all with the ads. Respect. Show some respect, or I'm going to hit y'all with that. All right? I'm not playing. All right?
Wow.
All right? Oh, man. So anyway, how you been, brother? What you been going on? What you been doing over week? What you been playing?
I'll be honest with you, man. Haven't really been playing much lately. Life has just taken over a bit.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm looking forward. I got close to playing yesterday. I just didn't quite have the time or make the time, perhaps. But I'm getting back to it. Okay. I'll do that.
Is it the content? Are you not seeing anything interesting that you really want to get into?
No, I've got plenty I can play. It's just, you know what I mean? When I want to play a game, I want to be able to block off time.
I see.
In a certain way. I don't like this whole... I can't... I'll tell you what. Sometimes, I can remember playing Red Dead 2, and there will be times I'd play the game just for an hour. But I'd prefer usually to play for at least 2 hours.
I know what you want. You want a good, consistent block time. You don't want a 30-minute jump-in session.
Yeah, and sometimes I would do those sessions just because of there's a certain mission I was going to do, or I was getting close to finishing something up. The pause feature is nice, or resume feature, I should say, was good for that. But generally speaking, I like to just be able to be focused on games. I have to first at least have a good amount of focus, and then I can consider, lower play times.
Okay.
Right. That's just me. I think a lot of people might be in that boat where if they play games, they want to actually be able to focus on it without much distraction.
I know what you mean. Like me, last week I haven't been able to play much games because I was in North Carolina attending to my house. Some of you saw my pictures from Twitter where I was surprised at some of the stuff I still owned that I pulled out of on the upstairs room. I had a little closet where I would just store stuff. I found my PlayStation 2. I found PlayStation 2 games. I found my little binder full of PlayStation 1 games. I didn't even know I had those. I haven't seen those things in years. So stay tuned. I'm going to do maybe sometime this week, maybe Friday. I'm going to go live. And I'm just going to show you guys live. Probably not all of it because there's a lot, man. There's a lot of stuff I found that's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do, maybe every week, like on a Friday or something, I'll go live. Thursday, Friday, go live. Show you something from the archive. And then I'm going to tell you a little bit of stories behind it. Because there are some stories behind it. There's some stories behind my PS1 games. You know, how I got into PlayStation, 1 for the first time. My OG Xbox. Woo! I got stories on that sucker to tell. The PS3. I got like 3 of them. I got the OG fat one. I got my PlayStation 2 with the network adapter still attached to it. And the memory cards, it's crazy. There's just a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm looking forward to talking to you about that. But also, I got my boy Craig over here. Talk about legacy and archive. We got the Messiah. Uh-oh. I don't know. Oh, shit. I think I caught him at a bad time.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. My man was... He's halfway eating his pulled pork sandwich. He's like this right now. You know when you catch, when you ask a person a question and they're like already took a bite-sized meal and now they have to like chew because they can't say nothing. Like you just catch them. That's Craig right now. Craig right now is knee deep into his Kentucky bourbon pulled pork sandwich and he's like,
uh-oh.
So we'll give time for Craig to chew on it, but we got Call Me Jay. What's going on?
Dude? How's it going?
What's up, brother?
Do I sound fine?
Yeah. You sound
superb.
Cool. You sound like you're running on Tempest engine right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's up, man? So what you been up to, man? How was your week?
I just got off work. My week's been fine. I've just been cast for gaming. I've just been playing Destiny. That's it. A lot of Destiny.
Oh, that's it, man. Destiny's the end all be all, bro. That's why I had to stop playing. Because that game will take up your time.
I took a long break, like a couple of years, and then I came back to play the Witch Queen, and I just ended up buying every expansion, and I'm just grinding it.
Holy cow! How much content is there? Because I think the last raid I did was the World Eater, and then I haven't played it since.
But that was like the first expansion, wasn't it?
No, the World Eater was like, what was it?
It was like an all like on the Leviathan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
That's it. And then I haven't touched it since. After I did the World Eater raid, I'm done.
Yeah, me too, pretty much. I stopped there. I did that. I did a few other things. But they have a seasonal content now, or they've been having it for a while.
You know what, Blaze? Blaze is pissing me. Blaze, I'm going to send you... You know why? You're going to get on this podcast, Blaze. You ain't going to flame my headset. This is part of my charm. Blaze?
I saw that on Twitter.
He wants to fuck around. I'm going to fuck him up. Blaze going to get this one.
Bro,
He's still mad because I said Vita had no games. And he's still upset at me. And he just won't let it go. Blaze just won't let it go. He just won't let it go.
Yeah, Blaze, I saw Blaze playing a lot of PC. He got Spec Ops the Line and shit like that on PC. That game looks amazing.
Listen, Blaze, I could fucking use this headset if I want to. I could use any other headset. But I use this one because I'm going to get my money's worth out of Xbox. And this is possibly the only thing that's useful out of everything Xbox make. Alright? I'm going to get my money's worth. Alright?
I mean, it's part of the stream,
It's part of the charm. It's part of the charm.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico talking shit about Xbox while wearing Xbox. You goddamn right.
You would look weird with an actual headset on, honestly.
No, I don't want it.
Because you've been wearing that for so long.
It's true, like that. Like if I were to actually do it, people would be like, something's different about Puerto Rock.
Bro, the whole chat would be like, what the fuck? What's wrong? What happened to the headset?
Like, something's wrong. Like, this part of the charm.
Yeah.
Yo, P-Rock, what's up with your bro, man? He's like, calling a pony, but not really?
Who? Oh, Doc Dark? What do you mean? What he do?
Yeah.
What he do?
Do you watch his stuff?
Oh, I haven't, like I said, now over the last week. I know he said something about he bought a PS5.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, he got a PS5, and then he was like in Target or something, and he was trying to make the point that, well, PlayStation is a lot worse than Microsoft because Microsoft is actually providing you the console in the store.
What the fuck?
It's like, well, I would concede that, okay, is it possible that Microsoft has maybe some access, to make more consoles, relatively speaking? Maybe. Maybe they plan to sum that up better, but here's what I know. The PS5 is absolutely still selling the best. And that's why you can't find it on a store shelf.
No, but what you were saying was news like a month or so ago, how Microsoft has more, they bought more chips or something like that, so they can produce more consoles.
So it's not that. So that's all rumor. And what's funny is I mentioned what was going on. Okay. So when I did the third quarter investors video explaining, about things that's going on with Sony, in that video I mentioned that Sony has issues within themselves because a lot of the components that the PS5 use or the silicon, they have other products. So one of the analysts asked Sony, who is the priority, target when it comes to all this silicon within their company. Pretty much, it's not just PlayStation they have to worry about. They have to worry about their TVs, headphones, stereos. Remember, Microsoft doesn't have that issue. They don't make a lot of electronics, if any. I mean, they make what? They got their Surface tablets, their peripherals, and their consoles. Sony got TVs, which is part of their major business. They make, sensors. They make phones. They make a whole bunch of stuff. They make car audio, speakers, Beats, right? All these within their own company are competing products for silicon. So it's more than just the rest of the industry. Their own products are competing with themselves. So like PlayStation's competing with TVs, headphones, and Sony has to balance their whole product out. You see what I'm saying? So that's like an issue. Like Sony cannot just go fuck everything else. It's all about PlayStation 5. All silicon, they can't. Because they have other electronics that they also have to balance and budget as well. And that's what I mentioned third quarter. So it's not like, Microsoft has paid more for more silicon. No. Sony probably gets even more silicon than Microsoft does. But they have much more products that they have to worry about when it comes to manufacturing selling. It's not all just PlayStation 5. They got their TVs. They got their cameras. They got movie cameras they have to supply. Cameras that's using films. Phones, tablets, whatever the hell Sony makes, they gotta worry about all that stuff. And shout out to Jay Barry. He had a good live stream with that DNF. I was watching it. It makes me want to buy that game, but that shit looks technical as fuck. I was like, I don't know if I got the time to dedicate my life into mastering that.
Yeah, I mean, Doc Dark's point would probably
Jay Barry
be
up in here.
Oh, he's right here. Hey, what's up, man?
Yo, what's good, guys, man?
Hey, Jay Barry.
You guys hear me?
Hey, yo, hold on. Hey, yo, Blaze, if you're still in here and you want to jump on, I sent you the Discord invite. Did I? All right, just jump in, and then if you decide to get in the room, go to where it says General. I think you've been on the podcast before. If you've been on the podcast before, you should just be able to jump in. But if you can't jump in, then jump into the general room. I'll pull you down, and then I'll give you rights so you can jump in. But you're not going to flame my headset, right? This shit's charm, all right? This is what gives me my charm. This is what brings balance to the podcast, right? Stop flaming me and that shit, man. All right? Give me your address so I can... Man, shut up. Ain't nobody trying to hear your shit. You out here breaking PlayStations and shit. Ain't nobody trying to listen to you, bro. Nah, I'm playing, man. Shout out to Blaze. Then we got my boy Barry with that ill live stream. DNF Duel, bro. I was watching that shit. I'm like, yo... These motherfuckers. Yeah,
I gotta get my computer situated. Fix that up a little bit. CPU's going crazy right now, but that was good though, man. Everybody good?
Yeah, chilling, man.
I'm still learning DNF, man. You know what I mean?
That shit looks technical as fuck, man. Like I was watching. Who was playing the chick?
Stuff with it
versus the grappler.
Striker.
Yeah, it's a Striker.
Yeah, Striker. Yeah.
That's her name, or that's her style?
Nah, that's her name because it goes by class, not by or subclass, not by names of like Ryu.
Okay,
it's called Striker.
Oh, okay. So I saw Striker versus Grappler.
Yeah, because it's based off of Dungeon Fighters Online.
All right, because I was seeing that, and I was seeing. So I think you were playing. Who you were playing against?
I was playing against Dre, I think, when you came in.
Okay. So when you were doing the moves, you did like 100 hits. I'm like, that would frustrate me. Like, motherfucker, can you back the fuck up, bro? Like, oh, that shit. I'll be like, yo, this shit is crazy. And like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, holy shit. This dude's doing like 100 hit air juggle combo. Like,
it takes time, you know what I mean? Because like this whole stream for me was not me like, okay, let me just go all the way out. I was just trying to see, okay, let me see what these characters can do and how I can punish and how I can do certain things. So, you know what I mean? I wasn't really worried about like...
It's learning and stuff, Yeah,
I wasn't worrying about no L's and things like that. I was just like, okay, let me see what I can do here. And then I'll just lap it up.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit will make my blood pressure rise, bro. I'll be like, yo, you will make me break my controllers. You would have me... If you did that shit to me, I would be like, all right, Barry, we cool. I would like log off. I will cancel like the next 5 podcasts. People will be like, yo, we're Puerto Rico. We don't see him anywhere. I will dedicate every single goddamn day to that fucking game. I refuse to have somebody do that shit to me and think you get to live your life in happiness. Like, no. I will dedicate. I will frame rate count. Oh, I will buy a $500 Hori stick. I'm like, I'm gonna get this cat, bro. This shit ain't gonna fly with me. Hell no.
That's what we used to do back in the day.
Yeah,
right?
for real. That shit's personal. Now you're gonna do this to me? Oh hell nah. I'm gonna whip out the platinum card and swipe that. Get me that Hori steak. I'm gonna look at every tutorial. I will not have it. That's why I'm afraid of jumping out thinking, maybe I should get this game. But I know that's going to happen. Because that shit happened, like, for example, Madden, right? I was playing Madden with so I'll tell you a story. So when I played with Z, this was back in 2018. I played Madden. Z didn't really play Madden, right? I was teaching him, but I was whooping his ass bad. But he wasn't into it, right? But it was whatever. Fast forward 2020. Z's been playing Madden. He plays all the time on Twitch, whatever. He got good. I'm like, cool. I bought Madden as one of the launch games. I played with Z. Z, that one game, he whooped my ass. And he was talking shit, right? He's like, he's like, the teacher is now the student. I'm like, oh, yo, you have... And then we were in his Discord, right? And then one motherfucker said, damn, Puerto Rico, you should just stick to Demon Souls. This competitive shit ain't for you. Oh my God, that shit made my blood boil, bro. I was quiet. I'm like, haha, yeah, that's pretty funny. Oh my God, you have no idea if there would have been a camera on me. Oh, I was raging. You could have seen my face. I was so fucking pissed. I'm like, I didn't play nothing. I stopped playing Spider-Man. I stopped playing a whole bunch of shit. I'm like, yo, I'm not doing nothing until I get my game back up. I'm fucking mad because I'm not, no. And that shit, I stopped.
That's pretty much how I'm feeling right now.
I put Miles Morales on pause. Nope, we not doing this. And then the next time I fucking played with Z, I whooped his ass. Oh, and then I went on like a 10-game winning streak. Oh man, I was so fucking mad. Like I am like but that's how we were. Like if you grew up on the Nintendo era, a lot of the multiplayer games were co-op. Well, I mean not co-op, but couch competitive games. You played like you saw the guy you're playing. He sat next to you, or you're in an arcade. Yeah. Right? And they talk shit. Fight. Yeah, so you're not talking shit on the mic. They're talking shit to your face. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not behind the mic. Like, they're literally in your face like you suck. And they're looking at you. And then everybody around is like, ooh, you garbage. And like all you can do is be pissed off and be like, nah, we're not doing this, bro. We're going to practice and I'm going to whoop your ass. And that shit's still with me. Yo, Craig, what's going on, my brother?
Hey, what's happening?
How you been? Hell, how was everybody's 4th of July?
Oh, I was at work. So,
was anything crazy? Anybody burn their hands for the fireworks?
I did not. No, I had to beat the fireworks home. So I could get home and jump in bed and go to work.
Nobody came to the hospital with a bottle rocket up their butt.
No, not this 4th. Not at my hospital.
You didn't ask them how did this get up there?
No. That's an ER problem right there. I won't see something like that. I did my time in the ER. That's a young man's field. Put it like that.
All right, good to go. Okay, Jay Barry, how was your 4th of July? I know you in the Bronx doing all types of illegal shit, bucking 38, blasting 38 revolvers in the air.
the Bronx, it kind of toned down now, man. So 4th of July, I go to my brother's upstate, where, you know, he can just do all the crazy firecrackers and fireworks and all that stuff, man. You know what I mean? It's wild. My brother, he put on a show when he does 4th of July. You know what I mean? Because, you know, he's in the military, so it's a little bit more sentimental for him. So I go up there like every year. And, you know, we just bust out these fireworks.
So shout out to your brother. Shout out to the fireworks display. But you lost me at the Bronx calm down.
Nah, it did. You don't really hear the M80s no more. You don't really see so much stuff.
Because they replaced it with 9mm.
Yeah, probably. But not yo. When I was like a teenager or like, you know, early 20s, it used to go off. Like 4th of July was an annoying day because we couldn't get no sleep.
Yes.
But you know what I mean? I personally, I don't know because I wasn't here specifically. Yeah. But I know the times like I didn't go to my brother's like probably like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. It been pretty quiet. So you brought back memories saying the M80s. I don't know if anybody does everybody else knows what an M80 is?
Yeah, half a stick of dynamite.
Yeah, M80 is a half a stick of TNT.
Yeah,
sir.
I had that when I was 11. I'm 11, 12 years old, and we used to get M80s and stuff like that, which is a half a stick of dynamite, and we blowing it up like if it's fireworks. We used to blow up people's mailboxes. Oh my God! Like I look back, I'm like, we were terrible. We used to, hey, put
we used to put them joints in the ant little burrows. We used to blow that. Hey, you remember the cherry bombs? Oh,
that too.
Man.
We had cherry bombs. We had that. Oh my God! We had some We have some racially named fireworks. I'm not gonna say it, but I think Jay Barney knows. You know what I'm talking about if you're from New York.
We would take a trash can and put it upside down and put cherry bombs inside of it. See how much it can levitate it when it blows up.
Yeah, we used to like in New York. The mailboxes are inside hallways. It's not like out of state where the mailboxes like in front of the house.
And you put the shit in there?
Yes, we used to like go inside people's hallways. God. You know what I'm talking about? The New York style mailboxes. And we used to throw M80s in there. That shit used to blow that mailbox wide open, bro. Like, that's a federal crime, bro.
I hope set that thing off. You got to run.
I hope there's a statute of limitations because I'm going to jail for what I did at 11.
Like I said, bro, I'm telling you, bro.
It was wild back then, bro.
It calmed down now in New York, bro. It calmed down.
Okay. It was wild back then. The fireworks was all over. Now that I'm a grown adult and I look back, I'm like, how at 12 I'm walking around with a half a stick of dynamite? Like, how do you get access to a half a stick of dynamite?
We was packing. We had a whole bunch of them drugs. We was packing, boy.
We used to do some wild. Like, I look back and I'm thinking, what was I thinking as a kid? Like, you don't realize, like for nothing, like Halloween, we used to walk around and peg people with eggs. Like, literally. On Halloween, I don't know.
The super
you remember those days?
Rotten water and yeah.
Well, like I look back, I'm thinking like, somebody could have just whooped my ass. Like a grown ass man could have just chased me and beat my ass because I just ruined their clothes with eggs, and thinking that is funny. Mm-hmm. It's wild, bro.
We used to have rotten eggs. We used to mix it up in like water and like bleach and all, and we put it
bleach?
in the super soaker.
Oh my God, I cannot believe the New York kids are terrible, bro. Terrible place. Terrible culture. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. So anyway, who else we got here? Call me Jay. How was your 4th?
Nothing really happened on my end. I was also working. I think Craig said that same thing.
Okay, so y'all had to work on the 4th, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's it. Got to make that money, right?
Yeah.
Well, I need to get off work, and the fireworks don't start till 10. So,
and I'm also in Puerto Rico, so they don't really do shit like that here.
Oh yeah, in fact, Puerto Rico don't like 4th of July.
Yeah, no, there's nothing that happens here.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Puerto Rico's like the British weren't here. What the fuck? These motherfuckers weren't here. So that wasn't a thing. And plus, at the same time, Puerto Rico-American relationship wasn't a thing during the 1700s.
Yeah, we celebrate every day except for 4th of July.
Yeah. That's it, so it doesn't mean nothing. So that's true. Shout out to Server Era. €5. My man's out in Europe living the life. He said Doc, after his first positive PS video, got D pics from Xbox. Now he back to capping.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man. You're telling me that threatening my baby bro? He can't make one positive PlayStation video without getting deep pics. Oh man. Oh.
Action X spot.
Oh damn,
That's
bro.
a new episode.
Damn, bro. Oh man.
You talking about Dot Dart? He do PlayStation videos now?
Yeah. What?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I gotta talk to him. He's having a crisis. I told him, man, you on a console with no games, it's gonna get to you. You can only cap for so long. I told him, once you catch up to the Xbox era, the 360 era, and maybe a little bit of the Xbox One era, you're gonna see. You're gonna see.
He just waiting now.
It's just dry. It's just
Yo,
dry.
he loved them services, right?
Yeah.
He should be on that PS Plus Premium.
It's really weird. It's really weird that there's no first-party Xbox Series X game out yet, and it's been like how many years now?
No.
That is so weird.
They released Halo, and then
that's on Xbox. No, that's on Xbox One though. That's on a next-gen game. I'm talking about like full next-gen game.
Yeah, no, I mean you're right. I agree with you overall. It's bad over there. It's like I said, it's what did Biggie Small say? Two dicks and no bitch. That's what they got over there.
Yeah, I own one because of Game Pass, and I share it with my brother. That's about it because I mainly game on PC. But like, bro, there's nothing that I'm like, oh shit, I'm glad that I have an Xbox for this.
Oh, and for record, M80 good. Thank you, JFK TV. He said M80 is a quarter stick of dynamite.
Oh, okay. Well, I was wrong.
Yeah, and
I don't math well. That's why I'm in the medical field.
While it is a factual information, you got 12-year-olds still walking around with a quarter stick of dynamite.
That's true too. Yeah. It's still
like, wait a minute, it ain't the little poppers you throw on the ground and be like, pop, pop.
That's true.
Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Oh, shit, man.
No, we always had to carry the poppers, though.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That's for the girls. We thought about the girls.
My favorites were the bottle rockets. Why would I?
Yeah, those were cool.
I used to grab them with my hands and try to, like, time it and throw them up in the air.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
what the hell was
you mean the one with the stick?
What? Yeah, the one with the stick, but it's a bottle rocket, so you're supposed to put it in a bottle. Nah, not me. I used to hold it by the tip, and then once I sold, and I used to launch that shit in the air to make it go higher.
I was gonna mention that. I always loved every time someone that never did it. You're like, here, do it. Just gotta let it go when it goes up, and they're always scared they let go beforehand or something.
Yo, it just shows how the perception of death changes with age. Because I'm 11, 12, I used to grab these things, throw them, whatever. Now, if I'm lighting fireworks, I'm like...
Yeah.
And I'm running down the block. Yo.
Yeah, there's always somebody like that.
I ain't trying to look like Jason Pierre and have my hand blown off. Like, nah.
Yeah.
That ain't happening.
Oh, as KZ had no fear, man.
Oh, man.
That was wasn't that an M80 that got him?
No, he had like a U-Haul. He had some type of truck. And the truck was full of fireworks. So what he wanted to do was light all of it in the truck and then just let it go crazy.
That's crazy.
Okay.
But yeah, but he didn't run out the truck fast enough and it burned his hand. Like he lost fingers. Like, yo.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember when all that happened.
That's some crazy stuff. Yeah, then he started like playing with like this big hamburger helper mitten.
Yeah, I remember that too.
In football, like, man, this is some wild stuff, man. But anyway, I'm glad you guys are here. Let's start kicking into the show. We're gonna start through. We're gonna talk about the first topic. It was primarily happened last week, maybe a little bit before it. But of course, you got the insiders making claims that on June 30th, Sony was gonna have some type of reveal or something with God of War. June 30th comes around, Sony said nothing. Now, what's funny is, instead of the insiders, insiders did get a little bit backlash, but who really got the brunt of it was Sony Santa Monica. You got people getting sent D-pics. You got everybody being mad at Corey. You got people telling Corey, listen, if the game's delayed, just say so. Stop wasting our time. Like, you got all this animosity and stuff like that. So I'm going to ask, the first question I'm going to ask is, what is this warranted? Like, should gamers really be pissed if companies are keeping quiet about that product, meaning they have no news or whatever? Right? Mm-hmm. So we'll start off with Project Cloud. What do you think about this? Do you think gamers have some type of, they're right in some type of way? Now, granted, not the toxicity of D-pics and all that weird stuff, because there's no reason, there's no logical reason to excuse that. But do you think, on a general sense of being upset that they didn't get some type of news announcement or something concrete, even a release date, do you think gamers have that right to be upset, or do you think companies are like, listen, we're not the ones that made any type of announcement. We didn't give any clue or did any secrets or thing. That was all the insiders' fault. Blame them. How you feel about the situation, Project?
Well, look, this is entertainment, so I mean, we don't really have a right to anything. I'll say this: I understand. You expected one thing because of the insiders, and by the way, I think they're legit insiders that just gave us an update on the situation that hey, Sony pushed these things back. I can't go beyond what they were telling me basically. But I understand gamers. I certainly would have liked to have seen God of War revealed on June 30th. But hey, hopefully it's going to be this month instead.
Right. But do you feel it was appropriate?
Getting mad at Sony? Yeah, I don't think it's appropriate for gamers to get mad at Sony about something that Sony never promised.
Okay. All right. Okay. We'll start with Jay Bari. Jay Breezy, the best list on YouTube. What do you think about this? Because I know you knee deep into PlayStation Nation. You are the heart and soul of the nation.
Yo, listen, man.
Speak from the heart. I need you to speak from the heart.
These gamers is weird, man. This is why when like Jimmy Kimmel and all these Saturday Night Live shows, when they roast gamers and everybody want to get sentimental and sensitive. Nah, that shit true. Gamers is weird as hell, man. Like, yo, the God of War release thing is just a little bit weird in my opinion. I know God of War 2018, they was kind of like pretty late on the release date as well. But it is kind of spooky out here that you're in July, you still got no release date for a game coming out in 2022.
Okay.
What I mean, especially now with all these other games starting to get their release dates.
Okay.
As we're getting to the brink of the summer.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, like even on Twitter, I was just joking around when I was like, "Hey, Corey, man, you got until tomorrow." What I mean, like joke shit. But some of these gamers, man, they take that junk over the top. So I made a tweet. I was like, yo, man, I ain't making no more jokes at these PlayStation dudes or developers no more. Like, what I mean? Because some people, they don't know how to handle that stuff or they take it like, overboard and, look at things crazy. So I was like, I ain't tagging these guys anymore. The game going to come out. The game is going to come out. If they still promise in 2022, I'm just going to sit back and just wait it out, man. Even though it's weird, in my opinion, even though I would like to pre-order and get my collector's edition and all that stuff, what the hell can we do? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why people sending dick pics, try to get. It sounds so crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it don't sound real, but I don't think Shorty's lying.
I hope she's like. I'm thinking, please tell me she's lying, because this is just. Like,
when I read that, bro, I was like,
how can you be a human being and say to yourself, like, imagine this scenario. You go on Twitter, you're like this. And you'd be like, oh, it's June 30th. Still no announcement. And you're like, all right, let me refresh. I'll come back in an hour. Put your phone down. You go away for an hour. You come back. Still no announcement. You know why? Fuck you, Sony. Click. Take that. What makes you think a picture of your 2-inch penis does anything? Like, how is that a solution or some type of... I don't know. Like, how is that thought process? I'm gonna show him a picture of my dick
he was
to get back at them.
Like, how is that? Using it as a threat. It was using it as a threat. It was like, yo, it was sending a dip. You better send the release date. Like, I don't even know, man. Shit, that's weird.
Yeah, it's true. Like, listen, Sony. Like, imagine if I do a podcast, but like, Sony, if you don't remaster The Legend of Dragoon, I'm going to DM you my penis. So if you don't want to see pictures of my penis, you're going to do what? Like, what? Like, how is that a tool to get what you want? That doesn't make
sense. Even back in like the AIM days, we wasn't that wild. Like, these dudes is just weird, bro.
I'm not gonna be honest, bro. I mean, like I said, when I was growing up, we used maybe like I'll beat your ass, shit like that. But at no point did I ever thought, let me use a picture of my penis as a way to weaponize what I want. That concept just never existed. Like, this is crazy. But let me ask you one thing, Jay Bari. You said that it's weird that so far for a game that's supposed to come out 2022, they still haven't done a release date up until this point. Let me ask you this. Is God of War IP so powerful that they don't really need 3-4 months advance warning. Like, for example, if the game comes out in October, let's say October, let's say November 11th, right? Let's say Sony gets petty and they take that date, and they announce a release date, let's say the middle of October. Do you think that's not enough time for the game to get traction, or do you think like God of War is so big, like hell, they can announce the release date November 10th, release the game November 11th, and they're still gonna get everybody's attention? What do you think?
I think God of War is a very powerful franchise. Like I said, that's why I brought up 2018, how they announced the release date like in like late January, that Game Informer, and the game came out in April. Like I do think that the game would sell with a 2 month, 3 month time span of like marketing. But I still find it weird. You know what I mean? Especially like there's a lot of games that's coming out in 2022 that I'm hyped for, like Valkyrie Elysium. We just got that date, which I kind of knew that date a long time ago, but we just got that date for that game, you know what I mean, which is in September. And then October, it's just lethal in October, bro. Like Gotham Knights, Forspoken. You know what I mean?
When's the Harry Potter game coming out?
I'm not even sure.
They didn't give a date for that one? They didn't do
that didn't have a date either.
That might be November.
They claiming that didn't get delayed either. Okay. But I'm just saying, it's just like, I mean, God of War going to take precedence over a lot of these other games, but it's just weird that they don't have announced it yet. Which I think the release date is coming soon. Okay. I don't think they can linger to like October. I mean, to like August without getting a release date. So we'll see.
All right. So next, I'm gonna save Craig for last because he might go crazy with this topic. So I'm gonna go with Call Me Jay. What do you think about this? Like,
I think that some of these gamers are very entitled, and thanks to the anonymity that they have over the internet and nobody knowing who the fuck they are, nobody caring in the first place, gives them this weird power that they think they have, you know, to do these weird things and thinking they're going to get results, you know. And what they're doing is making everybody else look bad, you know. So I feel like getting mad, they have no right to be mad. If anything, they should have the right to feel stupid as fuck for believing insiders in the first place, whether or not they're credible or not. I feel like this whole insider thing that's happening over the past few years, leaking games and leaking release dates, it just takes away the magic from knowing this game is coming out or getting surprised by an announcement and being like, oh, fuck, this game's coming out. You know, that's why I try to stay away from insiders, especially those fake ones like that guy that keeps getting roasted on Twitter. Okay. And that's pretty much it. As for Sony and God of War, it's like what you said. I feel like it's a very powerful brand that no matter what they do, I feel like obviously they're not gonna start the advertisement really late, but I feel like they should start doing it by this month already or by the beginning of August. And they just have to put out a tweet, and everybody on Twitter and on YouTube, TikTok, whatever the hell, it's going to start spreading the word. So, you know, we're basically marketing for them. We can advertise the game for them in that sense. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just feel like, one last thing is like, this whole penis picture thing could have gone a lot worse than what it did. Because imagine if those people that did that, they sent it, and then a minute later, they're like, yo, God of War announced, here you go, boys, here's a trailer. They would have been like, oh, fuck, it worked, actually. Oh, fuck, guys, it worked. It actually worked. Let's do this more. And they start, that would have been terrible.
Yo, can you imagine that scenario? A dude sends his penis, and then, like, maybe an hour later, okay, we give up, guys, and they announce it. Them dudes will look at it themselves like,
we did it! It worked! Let's send more penis pics to other
It would be weird! Yo, I would log off the internet. I'd be like, oh, shit, bro. Yeah. This, oh, man. Like, yo, this is crazy, bro. But you brought up a good point. There's a lot of weirdness because, like you said, the anonymity and stuff like that. Like, I'm going to tell you one of the weirdest things, like, that I see that happens to me, right? Is people with, like, June 2022 Twitter accounts with, like, one follower. And it's probably their real account, like a dumbass. They actually followed their fake account with their real account, like an idiot. But they come to my Twitter, Puerto, you need to stop talking about this and just talk about that. I'm like, okay, Mr. Unknown Guy with a brand new account, I will do exactly what you want me to. Because apparently that's how the world works. We're just gonna listen to randoms on the internet.
They know you. they talk to you as if they know you for years, and that's how you know that it's a bot account of a throwaway account that they made just to talk shit rather than using their actual account.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay,
well,
yeah.
I always tell people, man, you can hide behind your fake account or whatnot. You can troll behind the fake accounts and create whatever accounts all you want, but you cannot hide your personality. A lot of these dudes, they want to troll, they want to create all these accounts, but you can figure out who some of these people are. It was like, yo, it's like, consistent. I know your personality. I see how you act around here at Twitter. Like, yo, this is you. You know what I mean?
Great point.
At the end of the day, it's like, eventually their brains are gonna open up a little bit, and they're gonna look back and see how just garbage of a human they are for just being weirdos and whatnot, and they might change or they might not, but at the end of the day, that's their life, and it's kind of sad that that's what they're living. That's how they spend their lives, being weirdos.
I think that's them. That's who they are. Because you can't be that the idea of them creating a fake persona just to troll, but be so consistent. Nah, son, that's not you. Not acting. That's literally you. That's who you are. The only thing is, you might realize that this piece of shit persona person that you are doesn't fly in real life.
I think he got muted.
Who got muted? I got muted?
No, I can barely hear everybody though.
What's it? Everything's going wrong? Are we all right?
Yeah, we're still live.
Sound check.
Yeah, we are. I think Puerto Rock just kind of booked it.
Oh, was it me?
Oh, okay.
Maybe his internet.
I think these.
Oh,
I think these same. Y'all can hear me?
He must have Spectrum.
Y'all can hear me?
The penis extenders got to him. They DDoSed him. Oh no. Oh yeah, you're the one up next, Craig, right?
All right, testing. We good?
Boom, you're back.
Oh man, yeah, I think one of these weirdos runs Spectrum. Oh shit! Shit! No, one of these weirdos, one of you weirdos are running Spectrum. Cut it out. Just because you're a piece of shit human being, don't blame that shit on me. Fix yourself. Look inward. All right.
There you go.
All right. So now we're gonna get it with Craig. Craig, what do you think about this?
Look, everything I said about the millennials was played out in real time. Entitled pieces of shit who think everybody owes them something, and that's what you saw play out in real time. So was I was sad by it because the developers really did not deserve that, and you got an update. You got an update, but they're entitled, and they're running around. I heard somebody. This is how entitled they are. One of these guys said, if they need to give us the God of War announcement so that I can go ahead and start getting people hyped for it. Like that's not needed. Okay, you don't have to build this game. This game will come out. It will be great. It'll probably be just as good as the last one. And it's just the entitlement is just it's amazing. It's just, and they were saying that, well, Sony said they were going to do something. I'm like, well, when did Sony say that? Did Sony say that, or did these sorry ass insiders that you all keep listening to say this? And that's why I'm glad, but I'm glad I've heard multiple content creators come out and say that they were sorry for going out with the rumors and stuff like that, because that's what needed to happen. And now the people who listen to them, let's see if you grab your balls and just unsub from them, because they should not be doing this type of misinformation for the rest of you. I've heard people say that it was dry. I'm like, the information's not dry. Sony just put out new monitors, new headsets. Microsoft just released their app on the new Samsung television. So it's just, you're just not a very good content creator. If you're relying on rumors. And one person said, well, I'm not going to stop reporting rumors. So they should just unsub from me. I'm like, you know what? You're right. That's what you should do. But I agree. I think somebody here on the panel said that it just is it's entitlement. All these kids got trophies. They never learned how to lose. And this is what you get. Rockstar Games made a video game called Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto 5 is actually about the entitlement of millennials. The whole game is about entitlement. Michael's kids are entitled pricks, just like millennials. They think they own everything, so it's I'm sorry that it happened, but you saw it play out in real time, and you see it. It's generational. It is generational. Only millennials think sending dick pics is cool. Okay, they're the only group that thinks that. So, and just entitlement wrapped up with a sense of arrogance, and there you go. That's what you saw. So, but am I excited about God of War coming out? Yep. When they announce it, I think I heard people here talk about Forspoken. You got plenty of stuff coming out in the fall. So
not even now. You got games right now that you can be playing that you could be finishing, and these people are just focused on this hate train of, oh, it's not on the 30th, so let's make this whole hate parade.
And if you look at the collation of as soon as it. When Starfield and Redfall or whatever it was called got announced that it was delayed into 23, within 8 hours of that announcement, there were people online saying, well, God of War is getting delayed too. And it's like, well, how can it get delayed when they haven't even announced when it was coming? So but it was within the cycle of the news cycle that they were talking about God of War going to be delayed because there's nothing on Xbox. I mean, there's just nothing there. I mean, when you got Jack Reacher, Matt's Gaming himself saying Xbox got no games, you got no games. So it is what it is. Again, I'm sorry I'm sorry it happened, but you saw it. You saw entitlement and what I deserve, and it just that's. They need to be taken out and just shot in the streets at this point. The people that did that. Oh. So,
this guy's damn. He means in a video game, okay, guys? Relax.
Yeah. In a video game. At the end of the day, that's what you saw is entitlement and what I deserve. And like I said, they deserve to be smacked 2 times. Your mom should have swallowed you instead of birthing you.
Oh, damn. Yo, shout out.
In a video game.
Shout out to Strictly Gaming. He says, my guy, gotta show some love. It's been a minute. Hope everyone's good. Shout out to my boy Strictly Gaming, formerly known as Steel City Gaming. But shout out, I want to say live on the air, thank you for taking care of our fellow gamers. Strictly Gaming and Persona gave advice to one of our fellow gamers in the community for a change of career path. And I think it was Techno Warrior, I think his name is. But apparently he went live on Twitter, or he posted a video on Twitter saying how the advice he got from Strictly and Persona gave him a great direction path in the world of IT. And apparently a year later is working out beautifully for it to the point where he thanked them a year later. So shout out to Strictly, man. It's great seeing people within the community actually take care of people in a real way. You know what I'm saying? Not in a silly way of consoles. Or, oh my God, you made a great video thanking my box so I feel good. No, like real people, real grown people doing real grown stuff. So that's good stuff, man. Shout out to Strictly for doing that and Persona as well, man. Both of y'all made a good impact on one of the fellow gamers, right?
Yeah, congrats.
So
congrats to that.
I'm a cap off this topic with just simply, and I'll just say this for all the gamers, right? I get the hype of insiders because everybody loves to get advanced warning or advanced secrets revealed, right? And some of these insiders get it right. Some of them get lucky. Most of the time they get it wrong. But when they do get it right, people are like, oh, wait a minute, this might be happening, this might be happening. And you get hyped. And then when the announcement comes, you're like, yes, I can understand the excitement. The one mistake is do not give insiders the right of tempo. They don't dictate the tempo of when things come. So when an insider says, hey, there's rumors of this isn't happening, do not hold the companies or the developers from what the insider told you. You understand? Don't allow the insiders to dictate the tempo of when things get revealed. They're just either they're lying or they're getting lucky or they may genuinely have access. But at the end of the day, the people providing the products and services and stuff like that, they're the ones that have the final say. Because they have other things in the background. Timing, negotiations, who knows what they have to do before they can finally unveil a specific product for the world to know. And I am going to segue this topic with this recent thing. I'm going to share my screen. I want everybody to listen because this goes right into what I'm talking about. This is crazy. Hold on a minute. Let me share my screen. I'm going to give it a couple of seconds for everybody to catch up before I hit play because I know there's a little delay.
Oh no!
Speaking of delay, how's that low latency going for you?
It's a lot better. Like it's really like seconds. But anyway, so everybody should be looking at my screen right now. I'm gonna hit play to this. So now this video you're about to see is Marvel Avengers. On the bottom you see the lead architect. I think that's it. The lead designer, and he's playing the game with this I guess content creator, and they're doing it on the official Xbox Twitch page. Now listen.
Funny, you want a funny fact about She-Hulk? I don't know if I can say this. I think it was public knowledge. I'll just say this. Okay, I don't like the face of Bryce. Maybe I shouldn't say it. I think it's public now. She announced it. Okay, so my acting coach. I act, guys. You know, I'm in the world of acting. I call it the world of getting denied in auditions. You always land the roles that you don't think you're gonna get, and you don't land the roles you really want. My acting coach is actually the voice of She-Hulk. And I won't say her name because I don't know if that was public knowledge yet. I think it is. It was announced. But
Nope. We've never announced She-Hulk.
Funny, you want a funny fact?
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
That dude's like, we didn't officially announce She-Hulk. Thanks. Yeah. Like, yo.
Jesus.
That's a grown-ass man, though. You understand what I'm saying? Sure, I get the excitement. This is what I think is the problem. And I'm going to be honest. And yes, I'm part of it, but no, not really. I'm not. What I mean by I'm part of or we're part of is content creators. We are all content creators in one form or fashion. You know, we get on a mic, we do podcasts, we content create, right? But for some people, being a content creator overrides their common sense. Like, if his coach, like I would imagine his coach, who's the voice of She-Hulk for the next upcoming character for Marvel Avengers, she's excited. She's telling people close to her. Her students, her friends, yo, I got this going on, it's great. Oh, that's great. I guarantee she didn't intend for him to go live on air and make an announcement on behalf of the company before permission. Like, what is wrong with you?
Said, don't tell nobody either. She probably said that too.
Yeah, like, yo, keep this on the low, but yo, I got this gig, so now I'm doing this. Oh, that shit is dope. You are She-Hulk in the video game. You go, girl. Oh, by the way, I'm going to use that shit to elevate my platform. No, you dumbass. What is wrong with you, bro? And you know what's crazy? She probably could get in trouble. Because he just admitted, because they're going to be like, well, I'm not going to say a name. Moron, there's only one person that could possibly be the voice of She-Hulk for the Avengers. You don't think they know? You don't think they know who they hired and gave money to? Like, what is wrong with you? They know exactly who you're talking about. And they're going to go to her like, hey, you signed the NDA. Hopefully there was no NDA. I hope there's no NDA. Where she had to be quiet. But you could tell he was uncomfortable.
Yeah. So you could see the influencer guy, the content creator, like he was trying to hold himself back, but the devil content creator mindset was like, no, fucking say it. He's like, all right, I'm gonna say it.
That content devil was behind his ear. Blow that shit up. Blow that. The angel was like, don't do it because, you know, she signed an NDA. She may be blacklisted from any more future potential jobs in the industry. Just don't mention. The devil was like, YOLO. And that dude said, yo, I don't know if that's a shade, so I won't say her name, but yo, she's the voice of She-Hulk. Like, you don't need to say her name, bro. He knows exactly who you're talking about. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, you literally...
Yeah. She literally got called on speed dial by the company, dude, literally. What the fuck are you doing telling people you She-Hulk?
I hope she didn't sign an NDA where she was told that she's not allowed to tell anybody about her role until after the release date. Like, because they'll probably have that, right? Like, after the release date, then she could say, oh, yeah, I'm the voice of She-Hulk, you know, to boost up your platform, use it on your resume, stuff like that. But until the official announcement, you are not allowed to tell anybody. I hope she's not locked down because he just screwed her over. He just screwed her over, if that's the case. Downward incline. $2 super. He says, P-Rock, there was definitely an NDA. I mean, It just makes sense to have one, but I hope it didn't happen. Or I hope they could forgive her. I don't know, man. Because that developer was like, yeah, we didn't announce it. Live on the Xbox 3. Even Microsoft are probably like, like what's going on here? Like, yo, this is crazy. Like, and I think this is a little bit what Craig is talking about. Entitlement. Like, yo, you a grown-ass man. How can you mess that up? He's like a little kid or giddy. You know, no, motherfucker. Like, why are you even talking about her? Why is that even a topic? Like, what's going on in this community? Like what's going on with grown-ass men in this? You got grown-ass men pretending to be a different race, pretending to be a different gender. They're showing dick pics. They're doing.
What? Wait, what did you say?
They're
doing. Different race.
Yeah, people pretending to be black. People pretending to be Japanese. People pretending to be women.
Well,
people pretending to be men.
Oh, really?
People, listen. All I do is talk shit about games. That's all I want to do. I just want to talk shit about products that suck. If you suck, I just want to talk shit about it. If you suck ass, I'm going to talk shit about it. That's all I want to do. You got my man. Look at this, man. Shout out! Like, look at this. What's going on in this community, man? Like, I can't do it. Let me show you. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this. Jack move. What are we doing here, Jack move? Jack move. My boy, what are we doing here, bro? Like, I can't do this. What is he doing?
I haven't seen it. Hold on. Leave it up there. I need to see that. See what you're talking about. Oh my God!
What are we doing here? Jack move.
Yo.
Jack move. What are we doing? Jack move.
Get it, take it off. It's too moist. Take it off. Take it off.
What are we doing?
He's teasing his OnlyFans. That's what's happening.
Jack move, man.
Oh, no. I don't know who that is.
Like, just close your eyes.
This is what we do in Memphis. This is what we do in Memphis.
No.
Jack move, man.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. What did we watch? This is how we roll in Memphis.
Oh man.
Jack, no, man. All them indies got to you, bro. You need to play some triple A's, bro. We need to get back to triple A's. Yo, my God. I can't. Yo, shout out. Yo, my boy, J Bar's like, yo, you want new boots because you're about to kick some shit. Yo, J Bar, you on? I think. Is he on? Oh shit. Who's here? Is that sound check?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, we good. Call me Jay. Project Cloud, you good?
Yeah.
I'm good.
All right, man. We got to move on from this. All right, so
I agree.
Well, grown ass men, listen. We grown adults here. Like, we could have banter, trash talking, stuff like that, but there's gotta be limits. Like my baby brother says, there's levels to this. Some people are going to the depths of hell with the levels you guys are going with. Like, you need to stop right up. We're gonna go on to the next topic, right? Oh, here goes the reminder. You think I'm lying? Let me show you guys something. Look at this. YouTube really needs to stop with this. You think I'm lying? Look at this. Oh, hold on. I gotta make sure, because... Oh, we good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, share my screen. Look at this. Look at that. Now would be a good time to insert ads. Creators are more like... You need to stop, YouTube. You greedy. You getting greedy. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is this, though. I saw an article... I'm going to share my screen real quick again. And it's right here. It says, Xbox 360 games are being removed from Games with Gold beginning October 2022. Apparently, Microsoft is sending out emails informing its customers that starting in October, Xbox 360 games will no longer be part of the Games with Gold monthly freebie games, right?
That sucks.
So that's the first step. So here's the real question, right? Is this beginning to be the signs of them finding a way to get rid of gold. And I was talking with Project Cloud a little bit earlier, before the podcast started. In my opinion, I see gold, the way Microsoft formulate Game Pass and stuff like that, is kind of like a separate service in its own identity, and that's like the main platform. So technically speaking, anybody who jumps on Xbox, right? You get an Xbox, but you subscribe to gold, that kind of go against Microsoft's main mission, their main point, which is Game Pass. So is gold kind of like, well, what did I say, Project Crowd? What was the word I used?
Oh, I'm not exactly sure, but maybe something like competing with Game Pass.
Yeah, it's like competing against Game Pass. Like, it doesn't align with the Game Pass strategy. So I'm gonna start with Comey J. What do you think about that? Do you think are we seeing the eventual demise of gold? Like, is Microsoft's gonna officially just stop gold because it's a competing interest versus Game Pass? Like, it doesn't align with what they really want gamers on Xbox to do.
I know they want to really badly, but it's very hard for them to do that unless they copy some of the things that Xbox Live Gold does that Game Pass doesn't, like a yearly subscription, like you pay once for a year. They don't have that on Game Pass.
That's true.
And it's sort of like a double-edged sword because there's more people that have Gold than they are people that have Game Pass, even Ultimate. So it's like they can't really come out tomorrow and say, hey, we're going to move everybody that's on Gold to Game Pass, and then we're going to just remove Gold entirely, and expect those people to be like, okay, cool, I'll just pay $14 a month every time and not pay that yearly fee that I would pay normally. And that's something that Sony did that was actually a good idea, to just have a month, 3 months, and a year of subscription, depending on whatever you want to pay. Even though it's more, you're paying more than you would for normal PS Plus. At least it's one fee, and here you go, you're getting charged. You know, there's some people that don't like subscriptions like I do, and then there are other people such as that they don't mind, you know? So yeah, they just have to figure that out, how to put a yearly subscription into Game Pass Ultimate even, and I'm sure that they can just remove Gold outright and people wouldn't really be mad about it.
Okay. All right. Let me I'm gonna go through everybody. Project Cloud, what do you think about this? I know they're gonna potentially cut 360 support for games for Gold. Do you think eventually this is just small signs of Microsoft finally gonna get rid of Gold, or do you think they're stuck with Gold for a long time?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I mean, Jeff Grubb has even talked about Games for Gold is sort of a legacy service, and Microsoft does have an eye to swap that out entirely, maybe even just replace it with Game Pass. But it is interesting, though, because it is your entry into subscription with Microsoft, with Xbox. You know, some people that would be their go-to as opposed to Game Pass, but I do see what you mean. Like, it is, in a sense, a competition with Game Pass, because you get, 2 or 3 free games a month. And, you know, you start, if you have it even for a year, I mean, that's a lot of games. And granted, you know, they may not be the best titles, but there's a good number of them that probably are like, hey, if you haven't played that, you know, you kind of got to steal. So it is, in a sense, competing with Game Pass, not to the same extent, obviously. But it is interesting how, you know, at least the way I feel, even though PlayStation Plus has a very similar service with PlayStation Plus Essential, just how with their rebrand, you know, with the different tiers, it just kind of feels like, hey, you know, you pick whatever one you want, that's fine with us. But with Xbox, you know, they would prefer you get Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's the ultimate thing they want. They want gamers with Game Pass Ultimate. That's the ultimate prize, right? And stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I also think I wanted to add a little bit to the 360 thing. I think it's really dumb that they're doing that, removing it outright. I feel like they should rotate back from the start and then start giving out more 360 games that are compatible with backwards compatibility, and just keep that trend going for a little while longer or something like that. Because just removing it outright just feels weird.
Okay. All right. J. Bart.
From a business perspective, because their older titles are better than their newer titles, maybe they should have you pay for the older games. So
True.
Okay.
You know?
Let's see.
Give you the new stuff that's not as good, and then you go and buy the stuff you really want.
All right. Let me see.
Yeah, and also there's a lot of people that are also buying gold and then buying a month of Xbox Ultimate. So they're like saving a lot of money, which Microsoft really actually doesn't want that to happen, but they can't really cut that down because otherwise it would completely separate gold from Game Pass Ultimate. There would be no way to upgrade to it. But people like me are taking advantage of that, and that's something that they want to remove, all right? But there's a lot of reasons why they can't do that right now.
All right, good. Shout out to the channel members, man. You know, thanks for rocking on the channel, being 60 Friends No Lag family and stuff like that. Hit the like button. If you don't hit the like button, I'm hitting y'all with the ads. No, I'm just playing. You don't want to hit the like? You get to see ads. No, I'm playing. Yo, I could make jokes all day on this ad button. It is so hilarious. But hey, so is Jay Barry there? If not, nope. I think he's.
He got a booty call.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
He's hitting her with a lisp.
He muted us.
He's busy.
He's in the booty call. My man in there.
He's busy lisping.
My man went down the block to the Chinese restaurant, get that Chinese food. That's what he did. So, Craig, what do you think about this? So, 360 games being drop support from Xbox Live Gold, which I think would really diminish, the whole perspective. Do you think Microsoft is little by little planning to eliminate gold completely?
Well, I was told by an insider that they were going to make it like part of their service.
Yeah.
So you would have to pay extra to get the 360 games. Kind of like how Sony has these tiers. Microsoft is allegedly thinking about doing something similar.
So they're copying Sony? No, it's impossible. Microsoft sets the trends, all right? Sony follows it. That's what everybody Xbox are saying.
So
yeah.
So hold on.
Well,
so you think all the 360 stuff is just going to stay with Game Pass Ultimate?
That's what I was told. I don't know, but
we got some insider.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Some insider.
You're acting like a millennial, bro. You're acting like a millennial.
No pics if it's not true. What I was told is that they were going to go ahead and put it on another service.
Craig, you either die a hero or live long enough to be a millennial.
That's what the insider told me. So that's what you all want to hear. Is you want to hear from insiders. But yeah, I mean, if they do something like that, that actually does make sense. But I'll have to wait and see.
Craig, you either die a hero or you live long enough to be a millennial. Watch it now. Watch it, Craig.
Oh,
Watch yourself, Craig. Watch yourself, right?
Well, I think they are going to possibly, because they're not. Those games are popular. I mean, the 360 is still one of the most popular consoles ever. Of consoles. So. Yeah, I mean, they could move. They could tier their systems. So I guess they kind of have that right now. But yeah, that's what I was told they could be doing with it. But have to wait and see. It doesn't affect me either way. They got 360 has a good library, so hopefully they can do something with it.
All right. So
I don't really care. I'll just buy the game and that's it.
For me.
There you go. Yeah.
So that's one thing for me. I think a lot of us agree. Like, at least from my perspective, the method of how the game is monetized is not so much of a currency for me. Just as long as if it's a game I want to play, then I'm gonna just go get it. And most of the time I buy the games, whatever. But I'm not worried about if it's on Game Pass or if it's on PSN Plus or any stuff like that. But I think overall, gold goes against Game Pass. It's two separate services. One doesn't complement the other. If anything, anybody who signs up for gold or stays on gold, it kind of inhibits the growth of Game Pass. Like, if you got a person who gets an Xbox Series S and they decide to just jump on gold, that's, they'll see the console sell of the Xbox Series S or X, but they don't see the Game Pass growth sales, which is what they really want. They want the Game Pass growth. And I think gold goes against that. Gold actually hurts Game Pass growth, right? So I think there's going to be a certain point, and I think I don't know who mentioned that there's still a lot of people on gold. I think it was Jay.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
I think Microsoft at a certain point they're just gonna bite the bullet, because at a certain point you gotta take a chance, right? You gotta take a chance. All right, we're gonna announce the end of service of gold in 2024. So we're gonna let other people know that, hey, that's it, it's done. No one can renew, no one can subscribe. By the time this year comes, everybody who's currently on gold will have expired, and that's it, right? And then at that point, they're taking a risk of, are people going to leave Xbox simply because they no longer have access to gold? And I think by that point, I think that late in the game, I don't think a lot of people will just completely switch ecosystems. You know, because again, Game Pass, you still have access to your multiplayer games, right? Because Game Pass includes, at least Game Pass Ultimate, right? Game Pass Ultimate includes gold or, you know, the online access. Plus, you get all these games. And I think Microsoft might eventually bank on that versus, oh, you took gold away from me? Well, I'm just going to get rid of my entire library of Xbox games, my entire ecosystem, and just play on PlayStation. There might be a few, but I don't think there's going to be a massive trend of that. I think most people are just going to be like, whatever, I'll just get Game Pass.
Here's a question as well.
What will make it, one thing. What will make it easier is what you said. If they started offering annual subscription at a cheaper price, instead of paying $15 a month, which comes out to $180 a year, you can just do an upfront $120 per year upfront. Yep. I think that might be easily more digestible for a lot of people. Because I always take the annual option because it's cheaper. Like, for example, HBO Max, they offer that. You could pay monthly or you could take the whole annual subscription route. I chose the annual subscription route. I'd rather prefer just to pay it all out. So I think some people that will probably make it a little bit easier for some people. Instead of just month after the month, just give them the one annual option and boom, they're done with it.
But a question that I have is, Craig said that someone said that Microsoft sees Xbox Live Gold as a legacy feature now. That's not their focus. And something that we haven't really mentioned is that I feel like majority of people that buy an Xbox nowadays, they buy it because of Game Pass, not because of their games or like exclusive games or whatnot. So most of those people go into the mentality of buying an Xbox because they want to sign up for Game Pass, whereas there's like the list is like slowly diminishing of people that just have Xbox Live Gold, right? It's very they don't even advertise Gold anymore because obviously there's Game Pass Ultimate. Yeah. So the list day by day will keep growing of people that have Game Pass. So it'll eventually get to a point where they are more safe to cut off those people that are strictly Gold and be like, okay, you either have to go into Ultimate or just don't play online or something like that, you know. And they're going to be those people that are still on Gold are so far into the ecosystem right now that they're going to be like, all right, whatever, I'll bite the bullet and I'll join Game Pass Ultimate. But I also feel like that by that time that they do that, they would have something like an annual subscription already, you know. And on top of that, wasn't there like a rumor, I want to say, where they were trying to do a family plan for Game Pass Ultimate as well?
Yeah. I heard something about that. They're going to try to do a family plan for Game Pass Ultimate. You make a good point. Gold technically is a legacy way of looking at Xbox. They don't advertise Gold no more. They don't even mention Gold. Like, that used to be at the forefront of Xbox. You know, Xbox Live Gold, play multiplayer. Now, they don't even say anything. They don't mention it. If anybody knows about Gold now, it's because you've been with Xbox for a long time or you're a gamer for a long time. But, like, all these gamers that are jumping onto Xbox for the first time because of the Xbox Series S is a very affordable console, they're mostly doing it, like you said, because of Game Pass. Game Pass is now at the forefront of Microsoft Xbox. So you're talking about a generation that's being diminished in terms of relevancy. So it's really the old guard that is still holding on to Gold. At a certain point, Microsoft could be like, hey, the old gotta go.
The percentage is much higher on Game Pass than on Gold. Yeah. So we can just cut it off.
You could cut it off. You either adopt the new way forward or just play on a different platform that you prefer.
Yeah, when you make a new account, the first thing you see is you want to join Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Yes,
you know that's the first thing you see. So you can say no or yes, but you know that's the first thing you see. So, like I said, majority of people buy Xbox right now for Game Pass. Maybe eventually for their games, but right now it's for Game Pass.
Yeah, when you sign up for Xbox now, right, you get a brand new Xbox. Is there even a way for you to realize they have Xbox Live Gold, or do you have to deep dive search into the archives to really find it?
Yep.
Like, is it easily accessible to where you could quickly sign up for Gold? Probably not. They probably made it really challenging where you don't even notice it's not really up there unless you actually know and look for it. You'll probably have a hard time finding it.
Yeah, the solution is to make an annual subscription and there's going to be a lot more people that subscribe to Game Pass just because of the annual subscription. Oh. That's pretty much it.
Okay. All right. Anybody else on this for Gold? Any last minute takes? J Bar is still with his booty call. All right. So let's go to the next topic, which is Insomniac. So Insomniac confirmed that Infamous and SLy Cooper is not in development, nor are they aware of anybody else even touching those games. So it's not happening. And apparently this rumor started from an actual Xbox fanboy who runs an Xbox site or whatever. He started the rumor about SLy Cooper that's in development, and it's not true. So let me ask you, is anybody disappointed in that? We'll start off with Project Cloud. I don't know if you're into Insomniac games, but are you disappointed in the fact that Infamous or SLy Cooper is not even on the docket? Like nothing.
Wait, that's Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch. I'm sorry. It's Sucker Punch.
Yeah, I mean, again, I haven't played a SLy Cooper game before, but I think that would be a really nice title to bring back at some point. And just to see what it could be like on the next gen. And, I mean, Ratchet & Clank came back in a really successful way. We had 2 recent-ish games, so I think SLy Cooper could eventually come. And then, I'm sure they're working on Ghost of Tsushima 2 is their big title right now. And then, sorry, what was the other game that they said wasn't coming back?
Infamous.
Well, they didn't say they didn't come. They just confirmed there's nothing in development.
I'm actually personally happy about that because I really feel that if you're making Spider-Man, that shines, a lot more than Infamous ever could. Granted, I like the idea of new IPs, but personally for me, Infamous, just the look of the game. I'm sure it plays great, has a great story, but my time is limited, and when I look at that game, it just doesn't impress me about more of like the art direction. It's just games in a city. There's just a certain look it has that doesn't appeal to me, is all I can say. I'm sure it's a great game, really well polished. People who played it, there's a lot of fans behind that. But honestly, I'm glad it's not being made.
Okay, what is it about? Is it city games in general, or like?
It's not all city games, because obviously Spider-Man is a city game. GTA is a city game. I don't know. It's just the character itself you play. Just a punk to me.
God,
I don't have time for punks.
You're like, I ain't got time for no bitch ass. What? This motherfucker throws a fucking tornado, an electrical storm. I ain't got time for no bitch ass. That's Project Cloud.
Jesus.
Yeah, give me the Modern Warfare 2. I don't know that. Dude, they had an awesome throwback to like Modern Warfare 2, like from 2009, like just going up the rope and everything, and just man, like that's kind of stuff I'm into. So, I need it gritty and dark, not this punk, comedy stuff. Shit. And I'm sort of being hypocritical because Spider-Man's a little bit punky, but you know what? He's funny. He's relatable. He's got an amazing supporting cast. He's got incredible villains, great emotion, great storytelling. No, Spider-Man replaced Infamous.
Project.
Please never go back to Infamous.
Project. Well, it's a different developer. It's a different developer. I'm sorry. So it's Sucker Punch. It's Sucker Punch who did Infamous. But damn, my man went Menace to Society.
Ghost of Tsushima.
I know.
New IPs.
My man went, don't be a menace to society while drinking your juice in the hood. He's like, I ain't messing with no bitch ass. Like, yo. Well, shout out to
bring back SLy Cooper, bring back, Ghost of Tsushima 2, give me new IPs.
Oh, shit.
I don't know, heck, maybe bring some other interesting classic Resistance or something. But nope, Infamous.
He said,
out of here.
He says, yeah, time to go. All right. So, Call Me Jay, what do you think about this?
So, I at first I didn't really have an opinion on it because I really haven't touched those games in a long time. Mm-hmm. I'm glad that they're focusing on newer things or bigger things because honestly, if we're really looking at it, Ghost of Tsushima is like the pinnacle of what they've done in terms of their lifetime as a studio, and they want to keep going higher and higher. Honestly, if you really try to, with our limited mindset of wannabe game developers, sometimes if you really look at Infamous, there's really nothing else we can do that franchise to make it more unique or more fresh. It would just be more similar looking powers. I can see SLy Cooper being cooler, but or having more of a story. But I feel like the best thing that they could do for those two franchises right now or in the near future is if and whenever Sony eventually makes a native emulator for the PS3, if they do it on PS5, they just have like a 4K 60 FPS mode for Infamous 1, 2, the Vampire DLC, and all the SLy Cooper collections that they had on the PlayStation 3 that were from PS2 as well. Just make all that 4K 60 and boom, there you go.
Okay.
That's about it. I would rather have them do crazier new things. They could probably make another superhero game if they wanted to, but just not be Infamous and it'll be a lot better. I feel like. I personally love Infamous though.
Shout out to Tenacious.
I love Infamous.
Shout out to Tenacious T. He says sucks that they aren't working on a new Infamous, and I do love Infamous. Infamous is an amazing game. Let's go to, is Jay Barry here? Because I know he will go in on this. No, I can't blame you, Jay Barry.
Booty call.
If you in your booty call, I'm gonna let you do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I just hope you're not sending out D pics. Don't be sending out no D pics, all right, Jay Barry?
Oh no!
Don't be doing that, Barry. Don't be like, don't do it. Don't do it. All right, Messiah, what you got going on? How are you taking the news of Sucker Punch, confirming that Infamous and SLy Cooper is confirmed not in development?
Oh God, yeah, I don't. That's fine. Yeah, I supported that. I think I put it on Twitter. I don't give a rat's ass about SLy Cooper or Sly and the Family Stone, whatever you want to call this thing. So it's it's done. It doesn't mean they won't revisit it at some point. That's a Sucker Punch. That's a pretty big studio, so they could always go back and do some stuff with it. But yeah, it looks like they've kind of graduated off of, because that would be considered a platformer, right? So I just think they've graduated off of it. And you got to remember, they're making a Ghost of Tsushima either movie or TV show. So yeah, that's what they're going to do. People need to get over it.
Okay. Yeah, they're doing a film of that. But it's interesting, though, a number of years ago, they, I think, announced a SLy Cooper animated film. Okay. It actually looks like they released like a trailer cinematic thing for it. It looked really cool. I think that project is probably canceled. That would be actually a really nice template for how you could possibly do a new SLy Cooper game. Like, you just look at Ratchet and Clank with Insomniac IP with that. That franchise was something that I never expected I would actually be into. And this is the 2016 game, remake / new version of Ratchet and Clank, and it's like, that was amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
I got to get around to playing the new one that came out last summer, last May, something. I can't wait to play it, but never would have thought that Ratchet and Clank would be the showcase title for PS5.
Yeah. So, as far as the game that used the SSD to stream the data and all that kind of stuff. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Just how the visuals, granted, Connection do even more than what Ratchet and Clank has done. Absolutely. But you know what? As a first glimpse of proper next gen, like, absolutely, totally killed it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. That's good. That's a great looking game.
All right. Okay. So for me, I think everybody had their comments on this. I think ultimately, I will say this, right? I do love Infamous. Would I be mad at a new Infamous game for PS5? No, I wouldn't be mad at that at all. I would be looking forward to it. But at the same time, I think a lot of us, at one point or another, always probably mentioned or at least had conversations of, we don't want studios to be stuck with the same IP. Like, we don't want to see Halo, Gears, and Forza.
343.
Like 343. Yeah, we don't want, I know some studios like Polyphony Digital, who makes Gran Turismo, or San Diego Studios, they're stuck in that, right? Because that's the dynamic they're in. Got it. But for the rest of the studios, we would like to see new IPs. We would like to see the studios grow, branch out. Like Guerrilla expanding to Horizon was amazing. That was a great thing, So we would love to see that, right? So if Sucker Punch wants to evolve, they're probably making a sequel, Ghost of Tsushima. And then maybe they want to take a stab at another new IP. I think that's fine. Especially when you have new hardware. Sometimes, if you have new hardware that has new capabilities, new ideas, sometimes the best thing to truly show it off is a completely brand new concept, new idea, built from the ground up, rather than try to take a gear that's already being established. And technically, an idea that was built on the PS3, because that's when Infamous first came out, and then try to adopt it on the new console or whatever. Obviously, you see huge improvements in performance and probably some great new things, but I think sometimes a fresh new IP built for that generation of console really truly shows what that console can do or what that generation can do, simply because you're creating fundamentally from the ground up the concept and design of the game. So I can't really be mad at Sucker Punch not wanting to release sequels for ideas they already have out there, and give them the opportunity to move forward with something new. So I'm always down for companies to try to do new IPs and stuff.
it's inherently a superhero game, so they can't really go really far with that. I feel like their mindset is on making crazier and bigger things that would otherwise be limited to just a superhero game that you could be either good or a bad person.
Okay.
I'll say this. So again, I'm not advocating for Infamous to come back. But you know what? If they decide to have it come back, the direction I would like them to go in is like look at Prototype.
Yes, Prototype was the best.
Get rid of this punk kid. Give me a new character. Give me something that doesn't. You know what I mean? Like Infamous, it exists, but it's like, but there's Marvel. You know what I mean? Marvel's a lot cooler. That's what people actually know and get excited about. I don't really need new superhero IP. If you're gonna do it, give me something that like really crazy that I've never seen before. Now, I'm not sure that Infamous. I mean, it's an extremely well polished game. Like Porter Rock said, and he loves it. But I'm sorry, I'm going with Spider-Man every time over that. I just am.
Yeah.
So P-Rock, what up, man?
About new IP. Like new IP is actually the best way for. Go ahead.
Oh, what's up, Just? What's going on, brother?
I thought you was done, bro.
What's up?
I didn't mean to cut you off.
All right, go ahead.
I thought he was done talking. I didn't mean to cut him off.
Okay. Go ahead. Finish, Project. What are you going to say?
Yeah. Like, new IP is really, at the end of the day, it is the best way to identify with a particular generation of consoles. Like, hey, this is what the generation of console gave you. This is what the PlayStation 5 gave you. You know what I mean? We're still waiting on those new experiences, like from Unreal Engine 5. Maybe the first time we're really going to get an idea of a new IP with these consoles, and yet it's still technically not even next-gen only, is Callisto Protocol. That's kind of the first big new IP of the generation as far as I can see. But, I'm looking forward to the first-party stuff that we're going to hopefully get in the years ahead, because right now, we have a lot of sequels or existing franchises, and I love that stuff, sometimes even more than new IP. But new IP is actually can generate, I think, the most juice and the most hype, if you show something that we never expected. Halo, the original Xbox, that's you're never going to get a time when you had a new IP that was so important to define the console, and not only define the console, but a whole new console that hasn't existed before, a brand of console. So would love to see more new IP. I know it's extremely risky, but I do think we're going to see a lot of them in the years ahead.
Okay. All right. I don't know about the whole competing with Marvel, because I kind of understand. See, the thing about Infamous, is a superhero game, but it has its own unique identity. Like the character, especially like the Cole. I think that was his name.
Yeah, Cole McGrath.
Yeah, Cole McGrath.
I'm sure it does.
1 and 2. It had a good unique twist. I would say
it wasn't meant to compete with Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't compete with Marvel. They're not. You can't really compare them
with Marvel. I think there's more than enough room for Spider-Man and Infamous.
I understand what he's saying, that he would pick an established IP like Marvel over Infamous, but it's like you can't really compare them.
I'm gonna be honest. Honest. So Project, I understand what you're saying, but let's be honest. There ain't that many good Marvel IPs. Or when you think about it, am I lying? Well, let's be honest. Let me be honest. Let's not confuse. Let's be honest. Really, when it comes to comic book games, at this point, to this day, the top ones is Arkham series and Insomniac Spider-Man. Everything else is average at best.
Absolutely.
Dude,
maybe Guardian of the Galaxy
just came out. What are y'all talking about?
Maybe Guardian of the Galaxy. All right. So I got Guardian of the Galaxies 3.
Sleeping.
So 3. So 3. So 3 franchises.
Absolutely.
Guardian of the Galaxies, Batman Arkham Asylum, the franchise, and Insomniac Spider-Man. 3. Great. Out of a 20-year gap.
Okay, what did DC come out with besides Batman?
No, I don't. Wait, what are you arguing? Now I don't understand what you're arguing.
No, I'm saying besides, because you're saying Marvel doesn't have that many great IPs.
Let me rephrase. No, my argument is not Marvel versus DC. What I'm saying is Project Cloud's point is I don't need an Insomniac, not Insomniac. I don't need an Infamous because I could go to Marvel maybe / DC games. But the reality is there ain't that many great Marvel DC games in the first place to make that. I can understand if Marvel pushed out. I can understand if Avengers was a banger. Obviously, Insomniac game was a banger. Guardians of the Galaxy is good. I could maybe understand there's a whole bunch of fucking superhero games that are just top killer, but there isn't. There's not a lot.
Oh, that's a fair point.
You see what I'm saying? So there's plenty of room at this point in time. In fact, I would say, which is better, Avengers or Infamous?
Infamous.
You see what I'm saying? So like, so I don't think we hit the. So I don't think we hit the point where, while we can predict the future of more Marvel games, so we got X-Men coming through, and I think there's more games being in the pipeline because that's what Marvel Games are trying to do. You see DC Universe trying to expand. You see Wonder Woman's been announced. Gotham Knights is coming. Suicide Squad. A lot of people are sleeping on Gotham Knights. The jury's out on that. But you see, so we can see the growth of these games coming. But that doesn't mean they're going to be good. Mm-hmm. So I don't think at this point comic book gaming has saturated the market because we haven't got a lot of great games yet. Right now, if we're looking at great games, it's Spider-Man and Gotham, the Batman Arkham series, to which they stopped for Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad, because they want to do live service games, which is the bane of my existence. No, I'm lying. And then, Guardian Galaxies.
As far as I understand, actually isn't a live service. Maybe it's somewhat live service, but they've actually, I think, said it's a campaign.
No, it's not. It's single player.
Yeah, exactly.
It does not look
That's what I heard.
It does not it doesn't look like a good single player game.
I'm not vouching for it. I'm just saying what I heard.
From what I've seen, it does not look good as a single player game, focus game. It does not. It looks like, I'll be honest, it looks like the shit you do, them little stupid side missions you do on Arkham games. That's what it looks like. It looks like they took all that, that you could play co-op and just do these little side missions to try to get 100 hit combos. It looked like they took that concept and made it a game. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like Arkham.
Yeah, it don't look too high.
It looked like side missions. It looks like a bunch of side missions you do together.
Have y'all played Guardians of the Galaxy? Because I don't mean to sound like these Xbox niggas, but it is on PlayStation Plus Premium, and it's a good game, bro. I will be real with you.
This guy hyping service.
No. Yo, listen.
Hold on. Before you talk, I gotta do a disclaimer. All right. Hey, whatever comments Just a Guy says does not officially represent 60 Frames No Lag, nor the rest of the panel members. All comments are to himself. That is the disclaimer. I'm saying that right now. My man, you're not gonna put me in this service war. You ain't doing that. Nah. He's like, it's in PS Plus Premium. Nah, no.
Let me fit, bro.
I'm just saying.
Too quick to judge.
Hey, no, I'm not judging. Hey, I'm not judging. I'm just saying. The contents that you say does not necessarily reflect me. That's all I'm saying.
He's covering his tracks.
I said, thank you. I said I don't want to sound like these Xbox niggas, but Guardians of the Galaxy, I wasn't gonna buy it because it didn't. I ain't gonna hold you. I just wasn't interested. But I played it because it was on the service. And it's a really good game, really good. Man. Story is good, and I'm not saying it's good for a service.
What you did, bro. Yo, listen, if you're gonna counsel war, you gotta do it right. Because I'm gonna tell you what you just did, and they're gonna clip this. These Xbox dudes, because you just said you was not gonna play it until it came up on the service, which is a point they've been saying for years. Dog, you just said it. There's no taking that. You literally said that. You can't take it back.
Let me elaborate. I wasn't gonna, because right now the game is like $60, $70 or something like that. How much the game just came out, right?
No,
listen.
You're saying that. Listen, you can buy the game for like $20 now.
Inherently, all you said was that you weren't interested, but you saw it on the server, so you were interested to try it out, and then you bought it.
Because
yeah, but that's
basically
the point.
Mentality.
That's the point. That's the Xbox they've been saying for years.
But all that bullshit aside, guys, the game is really good. Good. I wanted to get the word out. The game is good.
You should have just said that. You should have just said that. You should have just said. You should say, to my fellow gamers, instead of sending D pics to Santa Monica, you could have just been playing Guardian Galaxy. The game is dope.
Oh, nah.
And that's it.
That.
That's all you had to say.
They put God of War on PC. I feel no sympathy for them.
Wait, whoa.
I'm glad you put that disclaimer out there.
Hold on. We just entered new territory here. All right, everybody batten down the hatches. Everybody, hey, get your gas mask on. Wear your bulletproof vest. We about to get in some shit. What do you mean they deserve no sympathy? Please elaborate on that, my brother.
Bro, they put God of War's going on PC, right? Okay. So I feel no sympathy for them.
So you saying
they get what they deserve?
So you saying that they deserve the D in their DMs?
I'm not saying they deserve it. I'm saying they're not getting no sympathy from me. They put God of War on PC.
So you did say they deserve it though.
Okay, so let's say you're not saying they deserve it, but you don't feel that the D up in the DMs is unwarranted behavior from gamers?
Yes, it's definitely unwarranted, but I feel no sympathy. It is what it is. Grow up.
Yeah, bro.
What's going?
Do you happen to have a mirror in your room?
Let me ask you something.
I do.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel it was Sony Santa Monica that put it on PC, or was it corporate Sony that told them to put it on PC?
Yes, it was corporate Sony. I don't care about the details, all right? I don't care.
It doesn't matter, bro. Sony told the developers to do it. They did it. They're both at fault, okay?
That's it, yeah.
That's his mentality.
I'll be honest, I don't hold Sony Santa. I don't hold any developer at fault. Because remember, Insomniac caught flack. Because remember, Insomniac at one point said Spider-Man's exclusive to PlayStation. You can't play it on PC. Then they announced it's coming to PC. Everybody brought up that tweet and started talking shit about them. Right? And they're like, got you this tweet, right? But the thing is, it's not their fault. Because at the time, that's how it was. Now, their boss is like, hey, Insomniac, we need you to make this on PC. And they're like, all right, boss, we'll make it on PC. They're not going to tell them no.
P-Rock, let me restore balance to the universe real quick. Although I did say that Guardians of the Galaxy is a great game, and I'm glad that I got on the service, now that I've played it, guess what? I ain't buying that shit. So it's everything that the guys have been saying about this Game Pass shit. It's gonna be the death of Xbox. It already is. Xbox has no exclusive. It's a pathetic dog shit console. Now
just clipping.
It's just like the devs don't seem to be on their side.
I don't think you understand how many clips you just so much because it's not like they're gonna clip the whole conversation. They're just gonna clip the part you said. Now that I played it, I ain't buying it, and they're just gonna stop right there.
It's true.
Man, I need to get you up with J-Dub, the antagonizer. You gotta learn console war etiquettes. You're providing. You know what? Listen, if you clip any of his stuff, I'm hitting the ad button. So y'all better not click any of that. I'm gonna insert some ads. I should have just inserted ads while he was talking. I'm like, yup, time to insert some ad.
It's like I had PlayStation Plus and I had PlayStation Now, so I just sort of got enrolled into PlayStation Premium automatically. So I just played the game.
You've been playing Plus though. Yeah, I mean you've been playing PS Now. You've been into that.
Yeah, I love it for my brother. He loves it for the indies, and I like it for the indies too. Because I ain't buying no indie game.
All right, so you enjoying all these games for a low price?
I've been doing that. I've only been on PlayStation for 3 years, bro. So I've had PS Now since the beginning.
Oh, so right from the get-go. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, right? So, were you disappointed?
4 years now.
Were you disappointed that you didn't get any God of War news on June 30th? Because of the insider?
Not really.
Oh, no, you were. Oh, yeah, you're not on Twitter, though, so you don't really care about that.
Yeah, I know, but listen, I don't pretend to be the smartest guy in the room, but it's very unwise to get emotionally invested over leaks and rumors. Come on, guys, do better.
Fair enough. Very good. Yep. Very good. Very good. Very good. You know what? That's the best way to do it, right?
Yeah, I wait for Sony.
Okay.
Sony tells me the good news, Sony tells me the bad news, and that's it.
All right, good to go.
When I heard Spider-Man was going on PC and Miles Morales, I was fucking crushed. But hey, it is what it is.
Oh, man, my man said he was crushed. Why are you crushed? Speak, please.
That's one less game that I need a PlayStation for now.
Yeah, but you already played it years ago.
They're all coming to PC.
It doesn't matter.
All the games are coming to PC. Eventually.
But like I got the PS5 on Thanksgiving just so I could play Spider-Man Morales, and it doesn't feel good to know that now that game's coming to PC. So I don't need a PlayStation until Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine now, I guess.
So let me ask you this. Elaborate on that mentality. Can you elaborate on like how it makes you feel? That's kind of weird to think that.
I'm gonna ask you one question. Do you have a gaming PC?
Well, I have a PC that I can play games on, but I wouldn't consider it a gaming PC.
So,
you know?
all right. Do you have the PC? Is your PC that you have now able to play Spider-Man Miles Morales the way you're playing it on your PS5?
No.
So then you do need a PS5.
No, I mean, I'll keep needing a PS5 until they announce, or if they announce that all the PS5 games are gonna be on PC day one.
Yeah, so that's when you don't need a PS5 because then you have an old. See, that's the way. See, I'm the same way, right? If Sony does this 2-year way, I'm not waiting 2 years to play. I know some PC gamers I talk to. They say, I can't. I can't wait 2 years for better performance, and I can't. Like if I really want to play a game, I'll just play the game. It is what it is. Boom, whatever, right? But if the games are day one across all platforms, then at that point, between PlayStation and PC, I'm going to choose PC because I'm not missing out. Like, choosing PlayStation over PC when all the games are day one, I think the only reason would be because it's cheaper. To me, that's the only reason. It's cheaper. Like, you don't have to pay the money to get great performance as compared to just paying a $400 or $500 console. That's it. But to me, that's not an issue. The price is not an issue for me, right? So I will go with PC between a console for day and date. If PlayStation supports PC day and date, I'd PC all the way. Because I'm still playing the games. It's irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? My only concern with this decision of day and date PC is because of that decision, their console is just a device. It's nothing special. It's just a device that Sony has to cater to the same day when they make their games. So I'm not going to pick the lesser device out of the two. To me, the PC, in terms of device, is the greater of the two. So I'm going to pick the greater device of the two. There's no reason for me to pick a common low-end device if Sony's going to... You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is and stuff. But you really hurt...
Another thing I wanted to add to what you were saying, Polorock, about the whole waiting a couple years, like 2-3 years for the better performance and stuff like that. You don't really have to do that anymore because the PS5 is so powerful. Like you get the performance mode and you get the quality mode and ray tracing mode or whatever the hell. You get to pick if you want to play smoothly or you want to play with better quality. So you're technically getting like a semi PC-esque version of games already because of how powerful the PlayStation 5 is already. So even PC gamers, I feel like they're buying a PlayStation because they want to play these exclusive games, and they don't really feel like they're missing out because they're getting their 4K dynamic with 60 FPS on their games already with the PS5.
Good point, because the PS5 is not like the PS4. PS4 was bad.
Yep.
In terms of performance. Like a lot of PC gamers are like, oh man, this is a pretty shit console. Like you can't even do 60. Even at different settings, like it was bad. Like it was that generation was kind of like wish-washy, right, with performance. But now the PS5 is at least at a minimum. You still got 1440p or dynamic 4K at 60 frames locked for only $400 or $500. That's not a bad deal. Yeah. Even for a PC.
So they might buy.
Yeah, even for a PC gamer, that's not a bad deal. Especially a lot of PC gamers, they play at 1440p anyway. A lot of them are still on their 60
is 1080p.
Yeah.
Majority is 1080p actually.
Yeah, so you see, the console is comparable in terms of performance and just great.
Yeah,
things.
so they buy Spider-Man too. I mean, they buy Spider-Man the remaster. They buy the first God of War remake and whatnot, and then they see that the next one isn't coming out until a couple of years, but they see that the performance is like actually really good. So they're like, okay, I'll just buy a PS5, try the game out. They're gonna see it's actually really good, and they're just gonna stick playing those exclusive games on the PlayStation because they know that they're getting a really good experience that would be only marginally better on PC if they waited those couple years and not get spoiled by Twitter or YouTube.
So this is a super chat from Bobo Country. He says, can you guys compare the top 50 games on PS Plus versus Game Pass? Nothing comes close to Order 1886. Sony shut Evolution Studio for polished Dry Club, La Fallout, Halo. That would be that. Services. We would have to do a dedicated show just for that. Because when we would have to research,
nobody wants to see that. Please, nobody wants a whole show from you about services.
The top 50 games on PS Plus versus the top 50 on Game Pass. I will be honest, without actually doing it, I would think PS Plus would lose. In my opinion,
probably, yeah, because Game Pass has like updated games.
Yeah, Game Pass has a lot more newer games, day one games than PS Plus. So they would have a lot of new titles on their service compared to PS Plus. I mean, that's just a guess. Not saying that PS Plus doesn't have current gen titles, but you don't. In fact, I think Shadow Warrior 3, they're about to remove it, right?
I didn't hear that news.
Let me see. I could have sworn I seen that on N4G. That Shadow Warrior. So if you got premium or whatever, just a guy, they're about to remove Shadow Warrior. So you might want to play it now.
I've already played it, and to be honest with you, yeah, it's a good game, but it's just to me, it's just an inferior version of Doom Eternal. I'd rather play Doom Eternal all day, every day than that game.
I played the first one.
Doom Eternal is so good.
I played the first one. It was very like self-aware in its cringiness.
Shadow Warrior.
And it's just like a very it's a very fast-paced, self-aware, cringy game in terms of like the voice acting. Like the guy's clearly not Asian or whatever the language is. He pretends to be. His accent is very heavy. Like it's very fake. I mean. And he's always like cursing. What the fuck is this? Like, there was a scene where you're like in some bamboo woods and there's a rabbit like having sex with another one. And I just for the fuck of it, I just went to like slash it with my sword, and it turned black, and there was like metal music playing, and it was attacking me. And I was like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Yeah, and it tried to kill me.
Yeah. There was a scene like that in The Witcher 3 as well. When you go meet the witch in the woods. There's like you pan up to the camera, and after Geralt agrees to help her, you see two rabbits fucking. I don't know why.
Yeah. How did you find that?
It's not that hard to find. The camera pans up to it. It's like it pans across it.
I beat the game. I don't remember seeing that. And I remember the Witch in the Woods storyline. I don't remember seeing that. Man, y'all some sexual deviants.
You probably weren't looking hard enough.
Why would I want to look hard enough? Y'all some sexual deviants. It says so it says right here, games leaving PlayStation Plus Extra in July 2022. Here are the latest games leaving PlayStation Plus Extra in July 2022. Blah blah blah. Let's see. According to PlayStation Store, there are 2 games about to remove from the service. This includes Shadow Warrior 3 on July 5th, so it's gone today, and Siberia, July 19th. So Shadow Warrior 3 and Siberia.
By the way, Jay Barry said he was out because he was talking with his mom.
Oh, okay.
He said in the chat.
Man, you know he in his booty call. He lying. Man, just say you get some ass. He ain't got to lie. We proud of you.
What do you lie about that, though?
I know, man. Shout out to my boy. Right. But anyway, so yeah, we going like that. So I guess we cut the show unless anybody has a topic that hasn't been addressed. I know I've been out for about a week. Just to let everybody know, I was in North Carolina, tending to my house, emptying it out because I'm going to get some remodeling done a little bit. But in that process of throwing stuff away or shipping stuff into California, I found my PlayStation 2. For those of you who are paying attention to Twitter,
I saw that.
Yeah, I found my PlayStation 2. I found my 2 cases of PS1 games, my OG Xbox, my PlayStation 3 original fat, the slim, PS3 games.
I remember those cases, man.
It's crazy. So, I'm going to go live and talk about it sometime this week, little by little. Just to show some of the stuff I still own. It's crazy. I never realized I had that much stuff. But besides all that, is there any topic that I missed that is current, needs to be talked about, or are we good? I think we're good.
Yeah, let's play fighting games because DNF Duel just came out and the game's pretty good, guys.
Oh man, I wish J-Bar was streaming that right now. He was streaming.
Dude, I got a match with those two.
Yeah,
Persona, he likes to talk shit. It's a money match. I don't play fighting games, so I'm not gonna bore you out the details. Y'all gonna be like, what the fuck is he talking about?
So I haven't played fighting games like in 2 years. Like the last, so I stopped. I went on a hiatus. But I think once I saw the stream though, that DNF looks good though. I'm like, man, that looks really good.
D-Rock, once a fighting game player, always a fighting game player. Hop on this.
Nah, man, but the thing is, it takes up time. Like me, I'm trying to balance. See, I always play fighting games, but the problem is certain games take up too much time. Fighting games is one. Games like Destiny is another one, and sports games. Those 3 genres take up too much time. And the reason why is to really enjoy those games, you have to invest time into practice, playing them, and you keep playing them so you can get better, whatever. Yeah. But while you're getting good and playing those games, guess what you're not playing? It's hard to play.
Everything else.
Yeah, you have to, that's why. So that's why sometimes you have to cut it off. Like you have to be like Destiny. That's why I cut off Destiny 2. Because I just have to stop. Either I keep playing Destiny 2 or I don't. Because the time I invest in Destiny 2 to do all that, get my light level up, means there's other... Yo, for a while, when Destiny 1 came out, all I was playing was Destiny and Elder Scrolls Online. That's it. Those 2 games was taking up everything, bro. And then after a while, I'm thinking, man, this game is out. And I'm like, yo, I can't do this, bro. I'm missing out on too many games, bro.
You ever saw that South Park episode where they started like... did P-Rock just leave? Oh, no, somebody just left. I don't know.
It was Jay Barry.
Oh, okay. But there was a South Park episode where they all got addicted to like this game online, and I forget what the World of Warcraft, and I forgot what the fat one's name is, but there was a scene where he had to take a shit. So somebody bathroom.
Yeah, my man was like, bathroom. Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
I know that hit close to home for some of these guys.
Yeah, but games like that, especially if you're competitive and you want to be good and you want to talk shit, you got to put in the work. You gotta practice. You gotta play the game. You gotta practice.
Yeah,
that shit takes up a lot of fucking time. That shit takes up time. You'd be surprised, like if you play those games, how many games you're not playing. Like I done it. I done it with Street Fighter. I done it with Madden. Like I put in when Sony. You know how Sony once a year comes out with your whole, welcome to your 2020, whatever. Right? These are the games you've been playing. I think 20. Yeah, when I did the 2020 and it told me my number 1 game was Madden, I was like, oh, wait a minute, bro. Like, yo, I was like, what? I was like, yo, like, but listen, but you don't notice because I was whipping people's ass. I'm playing online. I'm talking shit, and then Sony woke me the fuck back up. They're like, yo, bro, this is your number 1 play game. I'm like, oh shit, exposed. I'm exposed. I'm like, yo. So that's why I haven't played Madden like in 2 years. I didn't buy 2021 or 2022. I stopped. I just didn't get it. Like, nope. Not doing it. Because I gotta play these other games that are out there. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I went in a hiatus, because I had Street Fighter, I had Mortal Kombat. Tekken, I didn't like Tekken. I didn't like 7-4.
I love Tekken.
Yeah, but I had Injustice, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. In those games, if you want to get good, you gotta play. But if you play a lot...
I love meeting random people online and being like, I'll whoop your fucking ass on Tekken, let's go. And they're like, all right, let's do it. And then my ass gets whooped and I'm like, fuck, dude. That's what I love the most. I'm talking shit and then, I'm the one that gets stepped on.
So all of a sudden, the other guy sees disconnected.
Yeah.
Time to pull that Ethernet cable out. Click.
Anyway. You ever been playing somebody and like they're really good and all of a sudden you just get real skillful and you just catch like the ultimate clutch W?
Oh man. Oh, sometimes you step up to the challenge. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's I live for that.
It's a good feeling.
I love how much music can influence you when you're playing a game like Street Fighter or something. Like you're getting your ass whooped, but then you play some music that you really like, and it sort of focuses you, and then you start fucking blocking everything, and
just like Ultra Instinct type shit.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah, you start popping.
I'm the opposite. The more challenging the player is, or if I'm losing, I cannot hear sound. I don't want to hear anything.
Oh,
like
shit.
If the phone rings, that shit throws me off. Like I don't want to hear nothing. Like don't breathe. I don't want to hear. I don't even want to hear a roach fart. That shit will throw me up. Like you motherfucker, I lost because you farted. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, that shit. Like any little thing annoys me. Like I need absolute pinpoint precision silence. The only thing I'm hearing is this, bro. Like for real. Gosh. That's how my wife knows. Like if I'm like when I play Madden or whatever. And all of a sudden, my room is quiet. Like, she doesn't hear anything. She's like, oh, man, my husband's getting his ass whooped. Because she knows I stay super quiet if I'm losing. Like
me too.
Like, no.
Me too.
No, she knows.
You gotta focus.
Like, I need that focus. And I can hear, like, a fucking flea in the room. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. You know? Like...
Oh, I see that.
Yo, for real, I don't know. It's just whatever. But anyway, man, thanks for coming through. Really appreciate you guys coming through the podcast and enjoying the topics.
Hit the like.
Oh, one more thing. A Ghost of Tsushima should definitely have PvP. The sequel, I want them to have PvP. They need PvP.
Okay. You think they'll put that? They probably add that to the sequel. Because Sony's all about the live service games now, so who knows? Hell, the next Ghost of Tsushima might be a live service game.
Nah, don't say that. Don't say that.
It's gonna be
I
an
just
open
want
world
a
RPG.
PvP mode. I don't need a live service.
That shit's gonna be a multiplayer co-op live service game, like Destiny.
Yeah.
So enjoy the new Sony. But anyway, hey, I want to say Project Cloud, thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you woke up. Just a guy came in with the last minute. Doesn't give a shit about Sony Santa Monica.
Yeah, fuck them.
Until God of War 2 comes out, then you'll like them again.
Yeah, until God of War 2 comes out, then we could be friends again.
And until they announce it for PC, then you're not friends again.
Yeah, then it's fuck them again.
It's a love-hate relationship with you.
Yeah, Sony's the best. Sony's the worst. Sony's the best. Sony's the worst.
And Jay, thanks for coming through.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me. Right. It's always a fun time being here.
Always a welcome. And to the chat, hey, JFK TV, I got to get you on the podcast. You got to hit me up in the DM. You know what I'm saying? We got to get you up in here. But to everybody in the chat, thank you for coming through. To my 60 FNL fam that are members, truly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? For those who want, hey, come join the fam. But you don't have to. The only thing I ask is you subscribe and like the content. And if you don't, I'm going to start hitting that ad button. I'm going to start injecting that ad. I'm going to add that ad.
We got 146 likes. Let's get to 150 at least. 150.
Don't make me push that ad button. I'm going to hit that ad button. I'm going to use it. Don't threaten me. I will hit that nuclear option. All right. Anyway, you guys take care. You guys, I appreciate it. You guys, this is your boy, PorterRock77, your only friend these YouTube streets, and we out of here. I will see you next week. Hopefully, I'll do another live podcast and, show some stuff that I brought back from the house. All right. You guys take care. Peace. And I hope you guys enjoy your 4th of July. We're out of here.
Peace.
Peace out, y'all.